I'm Teisha Bader, and in the news, marking at the end of last month on February the 24th, 1 year since the Russian assault on Ukraine, leaving tens of thousands dead in its wake and massive devastation. Rabbi Moshe Azman is the chief rabbi of Ukraine, where he has been working tirelessly since the beginning of the Russian onslaught to help the people of Ukraine, to help the Jewish community, bringing food and medicine and other vital necessities to those in need, and doing everything he can to mobilize the world to do its part. Rabbi Azman speaks to us today from Washington, where he has been holding meetings with senior government officials, including members of Congress and Jewish community leaders, about how they can help the people of Ukraine in this ongoing crisis. Rabbi Azman, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. It's a great honor.
Thank you. Shalom Aleichem. Thank you.
How have your meetings been going? You've been in the U.S. now for the whole week. What are you hearing? What is the response you're hearing, and what is the message that you're carrying to those you meet with?
First of all, it was my first coming to United States after the war beginning. I was all time most of the time I was in Ukraine. Only a few times I dropped up to Israel to connect Israel what's happened to Ukraine, and now I come here. I was in February 24. I was in Kiev because people are very afraid there because it's they think that Russia will do something for anniversary of the war, and I'll be there. Many people saw me in the social media, in Jewish people and Ukrainian people, and I think my obligation to be there. But after this, I decided to come to United States. I was invited here, and the aim of my visit here is first of all to bring the people to be tired of the war. Just 1 year. And people know only here and all over the world, they tired. They just been tired. It's just 1 year. It's a war, but Ukrainian people in Ukraine, they tired much more. They have so many tragedies from so many thousands people. Some people lost their relatives, so lost their jobs. People lost their hands, legs. It's so many wounded, many killed, many people, and many just most of families have a tragedy. That's what we are Jewish people. We are Rachmonim b'nei Rachmonim. That's why I'm aiming to bring the truth here, to make the people wake up. But why? Because first of all, thanks to American people. Thanks to the American government, American Congress, Senate, what they did during the war, because without American help, the Ukrainians was very hard to resist, to be just to save. It was a miracle. Everybody saw that it was a miracle. The Ukrainian, nobody think that Ukraine will be much more a few days or 1 week will stay after the Russian aggression. This. The second army of the world, it's Ukrainian and the Russian army come inside Ukraine. Everybody, I was there. I saw it by my eyes how it began the war. It was terrible, and we didn't know what happened and where to run away people, to evacuate people. Didn't know how to do it. And I saw by my eyes also what happened near the Kiev and Bucha, Irpin, and another city. That's why I come to be. I'm witness. I'm by myself witness, and my aim. You told just that we bring many humanitarian aid what need the people needed. But the second, I try to bring the truth. That's why I give the interview. I'm not. Before the war, I wasn't a social. No. I didn't like to interview, and I love to do a work, to teach, to help the people. But after the war began, I just understood immediately it's a time to say that, to send the Torah and to be to mobilize to save people.
Absolutely.
But it's real every day and night we do it, and I thank to God that gave me opportunity to do it, to be in the right place in the right time, and I come here to bring the truth and to thank people and to ask to continue, don't stop, don't be tired, and to continue to help.
And President Biden was just in Kiev about a week ago. He met with President Zelensky. He committed to, as you said, to not stopping the help, continuing the help. Do you feel satisfied with that statement from the White House, from the commitment of the United States?
You know, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the President Biden that he came to Ukraine. I was in Kiev this day. I remember how, and I didn't believe that he came, because it's dangerous to come. It's a war. It's a real war, and the Russians have sent the missiles, and they have what to send. But he didn't afraid. I remember here in Syria, and that's the time that he was. But you know, the people is the people. You know, everybody, and I was right. I hear the voices. People ask me the real questions. Why they have to help, to continue to, why Israel. Many questions is from a difficult sides of the difficult parties, and but no, it's, you know, Ukrainian is best friend of Ukraine now, but I had to refresh. I don't know how to say in English. To refresh the
message. You had to reinforce the message.
Yes, everybody, and I think I had the wonderful meetings. I had the meetings yesterday with the Senate chief,
senators.
Chuck Schumer had a message and meeting, and in Senate, and for a few congressmen, a few senators, and I tried to find the senators and congressmen it's a minority, but it was against against to bring help to continue help to Ukraine. Mm-hmm. And I spoke with some of them, and I explained I'm Jewish people, I'm not Ukrainian, I'm Jewish people, and I'm Jewish guy, and I'm his rabbi, and I'm not, I say what I see I'm inside, but I say I look inside. I was born in Russia. I was born in Leningrad, and I lived there in not Russia. It was Soviet Union. It was the same country at the time. But until now I don't believe what's happened, what the Russian army do in Ukraine, and they make a war crime. And I say it clear. That's why the people, the hundreds of thousands of people, millions, sometimes millions of people in Ukraine saw me by my social media, because I bring the truth from all the world, and Ukrainian I try to bring the tikva, to bring the hope,
yes.
Hope of future. Because the people very tired, very tired, very spiritual, but they begin to continue resist, but they don't want to be slaves of Russians.
How difficult is that for you, having been born in Russia, and I believe you lived there for the first 20 years or so of your life? How does that impact you personally?
For me personally, it's very hard. I told you I didn't believe from the beginning of the war. I was in Anatevka, it's Jewish state, Jewish town we built a few years before that in near the Kiev. And we had there immediately beginning of the war, the thousands of Jewish population from Kiev and around Kiev. They ran to Anatevka because they didn't know where to run, what to do. It was a little bit anarchy, and we took every day we had 500, 700 people a day. But in first days we didn't know how to evacuate people. I was my children, grandchildren there. and they saw the eyes, and we was attacked every day and night. We was attacked by the missiles, helicopters, artillery. No, it's real war. Today I remember how I called to my community, everybody, at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, it was night. I said the war started, and we hear the nonsense. I hear is how they started from saw films from the World War II, from this the Nazis Germany come to Soviet Union. It was June 2022. And then it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and the people saying in the radio, the war began. Wow, it was a terrible word, but I had to tell it to the people by myself, and it was no simple.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
And you lived in Israel you became a chaplain. You were a chaplain in the IDF. You have a very strong connection with Israel, of course. How do you feel about the difficult situation that Israel is in as far as Russia, its presence in Syria and the backing of Iran? It's a complicated situation. Israel has been giving huge amounts of humanitarian aid and also protective gear like flak jackets, but hasn't given arms to Ukraine. The foreign minister, Eli Cohen, who you met with and who you accompanied when he came to Kiev recently, spoke about helping Ukraine develop an alert system, a warning system for incoming rockets, similar to what Israel uses. It's a complicated situation. How do you feel about that, and where do you see it going in the future?
Yeah, it's a good question. I from the beginning of the war, I interviewed in television in the Ukraine and in Israel, and I said that I understand people. I said in Ukrainian people, please understand Israel. Israel had this own no simple situation in Syria, and Putin make a difficult situation to Israel by Hezbollah, to use Iran, Hezbollah, and other enemies. And we have to understand Israel. But in the second side, I come to Israel. I spoke with the previous government and spoke with this government. 3 times I met for the elections with Benjamin Netanyahu, and I tried to explain simple things. That I explained them that the Russia was the same Russia. It's not so strong. The Ukrainian people that did a very good job. Ukrainian army to show that it's not everybody afraid from a second army war. But the second of all, I said this now it's Russia and Iran. They are not only friends, they are cooperation, they are partners. And that I saw by myself, I saw with Iran drones come to Ukraine, and I understand that they upgrade the drones there, and tomorrow, they can come to Israel. They can fly to Israel to bomb Israel, and Iran say open that they want to destroy the Jewish state, and we see the Russia pay them by the aircraft, the military aircraft. They pay them by the specialist of the nuclear specialist, the nuclear technology. I say that it's open. They open to it now, but that's why Israel can do much more because it's interest of Israel now. First of all, Israel Jewish people have to help to Ukrainian people. That's now in the Russia wants to do them the genocide. What the Jewish people wasn't. No, we saw it. We knew it. We wasn't. And we have to help is now our humanitarian obligation. But I understand Israel. We first of all Israel have to state the interest of Israel. But now the interest of Israel, from my mind, I'm not political. I'm not the war expert, but my mind, and that's changed the rules, and the rules will change. The Israel and Ukraine, the same interest now, same enemies. Same enemies, and I think that a little thing by my words that I come from all of my heart, they come in inside to people that stayed now in Israel in the government, in the Benjamin Netanyahu, Eli Cohen, that he come. I spoke him 1 month, wasn't in Knesset. I met him before he come. I explained him personally too. And he comes. Was very good meeting. I asked. I was in the Minister of Foreign Affairs, in a building when they have a meetings. Two ministers of Foreign Affairs, Ukrainian and Israel. After this, Kuleba, he is Minister of Foreign Affairs. He come to me and ask me and tell me it's a good meeting. It was a very good meeting, very good, very seriously. And I understand. I don't know in person. I wasn't in the meeting by himself, but I understand that we understood each other, and something moved and something changed. That's why I think Baruch Hashem. I said Baruch Hashem. That's I a little did what I can. I think everybody has to do what he can.
And Rabbi, you've known President Zelensky for several years before he became president. Can you talk about him a little bit for us? Describe what he's like as a person?
Well, I do. First of all, I don't know what he. Yes, I personally spoke to him. I knew him. Very good guy. Personally, very good guy. I don't want to say what we spoke. No, it's not. I don't know. It's not good to as personal speak. But I would like to say you something. I would like to say, before the elections, I didn't know. Is it good that Jewish guy will be president of the country? Is a very with very no good hard situation, economic situation. And maybe after this, he will do something good, no good. And then people said, "Oh, Jewish people, no, it will be anti-Semitic." That's why. But after that, he became a hero that he didn't run away.
Absolutely.
If then he was elected, the 73% of Ukrainians elect him. Now I think it's more than 90, 95, 98% Ukrainians for him, and the parliaments and the governments of the whole world standing and applaud him as a hero. I was very proud of him, and that's why I think it's the Ukrainian people say it's not. We doesn't know if he was a Ukrainian president. He ran away, no, but Jewish guy, Jewish. President that he wasn't a professional politic. He was a artist guy that didn't know where he come, but he became a hero of the Ukrainian nation, Jewish nation, and all the world, all free world. Yeah.
Rabbi Azman, before I let you go, what would you like people to know about what is happening now in Ukraine? What the experience of the people is in the country and the help that they continue to need. What message do you want to leave us with?
First of all, please don't stand away. I think I would like to say a special thing that I told here. I see the Ukrainian struggle, make a struggle not for Ukrainians' life. He stand now behind all the free world. If Ukrainian knows didn't resist, now the Russian tanks could become to Poland, to Europe, and maybe rockets to come to after this to United States. That's why I think there's obligation all free world to stand with Ukraine. In another side with Russia, who is friends of Russia? It's Iran, Syria, North Korea, and Belarus. The dictators regimes. And all the world stand with Ukraine, and now Israel stayed in Ukraine, and America stayed in Ukraine. Would like to people. We need them much more help to continue help. We need the help, any kind of help. But better to send money to help us, because we spend a lot of money from beginning the war. And now I don't have time to, for example, to collect money, because we are many volunteers, many my community. We day and night work to save people, to help people. And if somebody would like to help, please come to the website, my website. That's officechiefrabbi.com. I think I don't remember exactly, but officechiefrabbi.com. And donate to us, and we will to be our partners, please. I said no donate, to be our partners, because I think that's is important to people in the United States. No, to one time to help, but to continue to be involved and to be partners, because it's our obligation to save the lives and to bring the little light will push a lot of darkness. Every day I say it to Ukrainian people by my social media. People, I believe it is a little light, light will push a lot of darkness. And that's,
Amen. Amen. I want you to know we stand with you, and continue the incredible work that you do. We hope you stay safe. We hope for a peaceful resolution very, very soon for Ukraine and for the Ukrainian people. And just thank you for what you're doing, and for your courage and your generosity. And we appreciate your time and what you're doing every single day. Thank you so much.
thank you, and Purim Sameach to all of you.
Purim Sameach. Stay safe. Stay safe, Rabbi. Thank you so much. Rabbi Moshe Azman is Chief Rabbi of Ukraine. We appreciate his time tremendously joining us here on JBS. Thank you, as always, also to our Director Sloan Copeland, Managing Director Dara Golub, Transmissions Manager John McDevitt, Technical Manager Michael Paley, Producer Carol Lilienthal, and thank you for watching In the News.